The more self improvement books I read, the more confused I became, which is strange, right? Because self improvement is supposed to make you better, clearer, stronger, and more focused. Instead, I felt like I'm getting so much pressure from it, like I was constantly behind. And at some point, I asked myself something uncomfortable. What if the problem isn't that we don't try hard enough, but that we consume too much advice without thinking? So think about it. Every day we hear, be the best version of yourself. Wake up at 5 a.m. Stay disciplined. Follow your passion and others. All of that sounds powerful, but when you hear it every single day, it slowly turns into pressure because now improving yourself isn't a choice anymore. It felt it felt like obligation. And when improvement becomes pressure, you don't grow, but you freeze. So in You Do You, the core message is simple. Don't live by other people's standards. And actually, I agree with that. But here's where it gets dangerous. A lot of people misunderstand it. They think you do you means don't listen to anyone else, don't push yourself, just become comfortable and others. But comfort is not the same as authentic authenticity. Sometimes we say this is who I am when what we really means is this is what feels safe. And safety is not always growth. Not choosing because you're afraid is still a choice. So, being yourself only works if you actually know who you are. There was a time I told myself, I'm just not the I'm just not the disciplined type. And that sounded honest. But if I'm being real, it was just an excuses. I wasn't being authentic, I was avoiding discomfort. And that was take command changed my perspective. It argues that waiting for motivation is a trap. Motivation is emotional. Control is intentional. We wait to feel ready, but readiness rarely comes first. For the example, studying. Most students wait until they feel productive, but people who take command act before they feel ready. And here's something that hit me hard. Discipline is not a punishment, it's a self respect. Now, someone might, someone might say, isn't this too extreme? Shouldn't we just relax and enjoy life? Yes, of course. This isn't about becoming robotic, it's about awareness. Are you choosing rest or escaping effort? There's a difference between both of that. Then, the third door adds another layer. It says success doesn't only comes from the obvious path. For the example, the first door is the normal path, and the second door is the elite shortcut. Of course, there's the third door, which is creativity. Sometimes we think we're stuck when we just haven't looked around. But here's the key: the third door still requires an effort. It's not easier, It's just a different way. So, after reading all three books, I realized something important. Self improvement isn't about becoming impressive. It's about becoming conscious. Conscious in your excuses, of your habits, of your choice, and others. So, you do you without awareness becomes laziness. Take command without reflections becomes pressure. And the third door without responsibility becomes reckless. So, maybe the real improvement is not adding more advice into your life. Maybe it's thinking more deeply about the advice you already hear. So take control, be aware, and choose intentionally. Because in the end, improvement isn't about becoming someone else. It's it's about finally choosing who you are.